Hi everyone, my name is Astral, and today I will be showing all of you, my trainee baristas, how to make a traditional Japanese matcha tea. So matcha is a finely ground green tea. It originates from Japan, and it's traditionally prepared by whisking it with hot water, and it makes a really frothy and earthy beverage that's really popular in Japan. So as baristas, knowing how to make an authentic matcha tea will not only impress your customers with a unique and authentic experience, it will also broaden your skill set as a barista. So I will be showing you all the equipment and the ingredients, and then I will show you a step-by-step walkthrough of how to make a matcha tea. So the first thing you'll need is unsweetened matcha powder. Next, you will need a bamboo whisk. This is called a chasen. I have mine soaking in some hot water. This loosens up the bristles so that they don't snap because bamboo can be very brittle. This is called a chawan. So this is what we'll be preparing our matcha in. On top of the chawan, we'll be using a strainer. This sifts our matcha so that it doesn't get super clumpy and it dissolves really easily when we whisk it. And this is called a chashaku. This is also made of bamboo, a traditional matcha scooper. We will need a serving glass for our matcha, and this is a drying rack for our chasen whisk. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is measure out our matcha. I will do 2 scoops, which typically equals out to about 4 grams. So 1, 2, and I've put this directly into my strainer, and we're just going to do a stirring motion. And this will get everything sifted out so it's not as clumpy. This is definitely a necessary step. I'm speaking from experience. All right. Take your chasen out of the hot water. This water, it's very important that it's between 158 and 185 degrees Fahrenheit. Any hotter, it will scald the matcha, and that will bring out the bitterness, which is not very pleasant to drink. So I'm just going to pour my water in here. We're going to take our chasen and we're going to whisk in a zigzag motion. I like to think of it like I'm writing the letter M over and over again. And you can hear the air is being incorporated. It's really important that you keep your whisk slightly above the bottom, and that just makes sure that the bristles don't break off. If you have it too close to the bottom, it's really tough on these very brittle bristles. Once you're done whisking, which is about 15 to 30 seconds, you should have a really nice layer of foam. That's exactly what we're looking for. So now we will take our chasen. We will very carefully take it around all the edges. That just makes sure that all of the clumps on the side get broken up and incorporated because we can't waste any of our matcha. And now we're ready to serve. I have our serving glass. We will just pour that in. All right. We have a very beautiful, look at that foam, gorgeous. So now I've shown you every necessary step to prepare a traditional Japanese matcha. The last thing I want to do is rinse off your bamboo whisk your chasen, place it on the drying rack to ensure that mold does not accumulate. And there you have it, traditional Japanese matcha. Matcha can be very meticulous. You have to make sure that the water temperature is correct. You have to master your whisking technique. It's definitely a labor of love, but it gets easier as you do it more frequently. As baristas in a high volume cafe, you will make more matchas than you can count. So if you're worried, just remember to soak your chasen before whisking, ensure that your water temperature isn't too hot or too cold, and master your whisking technique to achieve a nice foamy layer on top of the tea. Don't worry, you'll be a matcha master in no time.